Car. A road vehicle typically with four wheels powered by an internal combustion engine and able to carry a small number of people. We use them on a daily basis as a method of transportation. Since their invention, they have made trips from one place to another take minutes rather than hours. They have given us something to admire and even seek thrills and excitement with. They have also been the final resting places of many. Some get careless and have horrendous accidents, and some are driven by sinister and unknown individuals. From haunted cars replaying their driver's final moments, or vehicles cursed and taking multiple lives. Welcome to Innocence Unknown. Some vehicles are just cursed and have a long history of unfortunate events following them everywhere they go. Such is the case with the Little Bastard. Born on February 8, 1931, James Dean was a famous and well-known actor in the world of Hollywood, known for such films as Rebel Without a Cause and East of Eden. He was also known for his love of fast cars. It was this love that would be his end. September 23, 1955, Dean would purchase a Porsche 550 Spider and have it personalized with the number 130 emblazoned on it, and giving her the name Little Bastard. 1 week later, September 30th, Dean and former pilot and Porsche mechanic Rolf Wolfric were going approximately 85 miles per hour and had a head-on collision with another vehicle. Wolfric was thrown from the car and laying on the highway's shoulder, and James Dean was taken to the nearest hospital where, upon arrival, he was pronounced dead. The wrecked vehicle would live on in infamy as the next owner, George Barris, known builder of the original Batmobile, would sell the engine to a Troy McHenry and William Eskridge, who would go on to use the engine for parts on their own racing vehicles. Later on, McHenry and Eskridge were racing. McHenry lost control and slammed into a tree and killed him instantly. Eskridge, however, his vehicle's wheels locked up for no known reason, making the car roll over in a turn, which seriously injured him in the crash. Barris would later sell the last two tires that were still usable from the Porsche, which after being installed they exploded spontaneously, causing the driver to run off the road. Convinced the car was cursed, Barris tried to hide the vehicle and was later convinced by California Highway Patrol to lend the wrecked car to them for display as a tool to promote driving safely and responsibly. It was displayed at an exhibit which mysteriously burned down, yet the Little Bastard was left untouched from the fire. Then it would be placed on display at a high school where it would break loose on the display and fall on a passing student, fortunately only breaking their hip. And another incident, as the wreck was being hauled on a flatbed truck, would get into an accident and the driver was thrown from the truck where the car would fall on him, instantly killing the man. These are only a few of the incidents that all happened mysteriously with the car, but in 1960, as the wrecked vehicle was being loaned to a safety exhibit in Miami, Florida, on its trip back to California, the truck hauling it would mysteriously vanish. To this day, the truck and the Little Bastard have yet to be seen again. Spirits are often known to replay events over and over. Sometimes these residual hauntings can lead to the discovery of those that died mysteriously and hidden from public view, which is exactly what led to the case of the ghost crash of Surrey, England. On December 11, 2002, along the A3 in Surrey, England, multiple calls were made to police claiming to see a car swerve off the road and crash into the underbrush. When authorities arrived, they found no signs of a recent crash. There was no debris, no wreckage of any kind, not even a sign of the tire marks. The police searched, but found nothing of significance. However, they did notice how heavy the underbrush had been. Police investigated further to find the wreckage, but not the one that happened that night. They found a wrecked maroon Vauxhall Astra The car's door was smashed and the windshield had been cracked and spiderwebbed. Lying next to the wreckage were the skeletal remains of Christopher Chandler. Christopher was reported by his brothers to have been missing 5 months ago. He was last seen drinking with some friends, and none had known he was headed towards Surrey along this stretch of road. Christopher's body showed signs of having suffered severe injuries, and the police speculated that he had managed to crawl from the car in a last attempt to climb to the steep embankment to get help. His phone had one last call made in it, to his brother. The call was so short, it was likely the call didn't even make it through. To this day, it is unknown if what motorists saw was an actual wreck occurring, or the last few moments of Chandler's life being replayed. At least his family now has closure and knows the fate of their loved one. Russia is known for many myths and urban legends. These tales range from its early days to after the fall of the Soviet Union, to even today. The Soviet Union in the 60s and 70s was a very horrible time to be alive in the country, with plenty of reasons to live in fear from not only the government, but the people themselves. Yet there is one other thing to fear, and maybe even today: the Volga. The Volga was a high-class vehicle developed in 1956, and was typically reserved for those that had wealth and power within the country. It also had a dark, sinister counterpart known simply as the Black Volga. It was said to be purely painted black with white curtains, and some even say, instead of standard wing mirrors, it had horns. The car was known to patrol around, and when the car would appear, people would disappear, and never be heard from again. It was said to only take away children, but it is also known to take away adults as well. To this day, no one knows who the driver was of this mysterious car. It was speculated to be KGB agents, priests, and nuns, even the devil himself. For those that were taken away, their fate was unknown as well. Many do believe that the children were taken to facilities to be drained of their blood, so it could be sold to rich elites on the black market, as it was common to believe that young blood was useful to combating some diseases and illnesses. If not taken for their blood, it was even possible they were taken to have their organs harvested for the black market as well. Some even believe that it may be the devil taking souls away to hell. However, there does exist a more realistic explanation, but just as dark. The Volga was known to be driven around by communist officials in that time, and often would take people in to be questioned, seeming to be suspicious. It wasn't very safe to talk badly about the government and its officials back then. These people weren't always returned home safely after their questioning. Often, they were never heard from again. Whether it was just a story to kids by their parents to keep them from wandering out at night, or officials bringing in possible enemies of the state, or the devil himself claiming souls for his collection. Regardless, if you're ever in the streets of Russia and you see the Black Volga, it would be best to walk the other way. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Perhaps click the bell for notifications, and remember, hell is empty and the devils are here.